On today's episode, we are going to take a look at two stocks that are down right now after this whole growth stock sell-off that we had today. It's been kind of a red day, if I'm not going to lie. And the two stocks we're going to take a look at is first Fiverr. This was down 5.3%. And then we're going to take a look at Upwork. This was down 6.9% for the day. There has been some recent news about the freelance market here in the United States and how things have changed after COVID-19, which I do believe investors should know about. So in today's episode, I'm just going to do a quick overview of both these stocks, and I'm also going to take a look at the valuation of both these companies to see if one of them is giving us a better buying opportunity than the other, and the answer might shock you. So let's get started. All right, so first let me talk about the overall positive news in my opinion for both Fiverr and Upwork. Fiverr just recently did a survey and they saw that more than 45% of US businesses have increased their investments in freelance talent since COVID-19. This research from Fiverr Business shows bigger businesses are more likely to use freelancers, with 64% of larger companies claiming their investments in independent talents have increased. And then Fiverr decided to go even further to find out which of these markets are these bigger businesses really focusing on. They are focusing in digital marketing, in website development, in mobile app development, and sales. Hey, if you or someone you know is in any of these markets, they can probably make a nice penny freelancing right now. So make sure to share that information with them. All right, so now let's take a quick look at Fiverr. For those that don't know, this is the perfect place to find freelance services for your business, stated by Fiverr, right? This is a freelance marketplace, very similar to Upwork. If you go to their website, you can find all the professional services that they offer. Me, as a content creator, I've actually used Fiverr for some of the animations or some of the artwork I have on my channel. So Fiverr right now is sitting at $197.54 after the market closed. It was down 5.3%. Right now, from its 52-week high, the stock has definitely taken a nice hit. It's down about 39%, and it has a market cap of $7.08 billion. If we take a quick look at charts, right now the first thing I'm seeing is the stock is nowhere near overextended, so that's what I like to see, and it's also sitting at a nice volume area. And before we take a quick look at their most recent earnings, guys, if I'm providing some form of value, make sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure to hit the thumbs up. It really does help a lot with the channel. And let me know in the comments, are you a Fiverr or Upwork holder right now? If we take a look at Fiverr's most recent earnings, their revenue, which ended on March 31st, grew 100% compared to the same time last year. Their adjusted EBITDA for quarter ones were a loss of $0.7 million. So they're still not profitable there, but that is better than same time last year. Now, they did give us guidance for the upcoming quarter, which they expect 55 to 59% revenue growth. That is insane. And their adjusted EBITDA is expected to be profitable next quarter. For the full year of 2021, they expect about 59 to 63% year-over-year revenue growth. This is a huge growth monster. This company is expected to be adjusted EBITDA profitable for the full year of 2021. Now, if we take a look at future growth, analysts believe this company will grow its revenue 28.8% on average for the next 3 to 5 years, like we saw a hyper growth stock. Unfortunately, the company is not GAAP profitable. We already knew that, but they are positive in cash flow from operations if we take a look at the trailing 12 months. I would want their balance sheet to be super strong, but unfortunately, they have a nice amount of debt, about $360 million in debt and $433 million in cash. They are not leveraged, they're positive in net cash, right? So that's a good thing. But to be honest, I wish they would have had less debt or a little bit more cash. Now, if we take a look at the overall price targets in the last 3 months, 6 analysts have offered ratings for this company. 5 give it a buy, 1 gives it a hold, so pretty much a strong buy. The average price is $250 between those 6 analysts, and that's a 21.4% increase for the next 12 months from where the stock price is at right now. All right, so the second company we're going to take a look at is Upwork. But before we go any further, let's take a quick listen to today's sponsor. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me scout out new growth stocks. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services The Fool offers. Through the Motley Fool Stock Advisor services, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor freelancers' average stock picks have done amazing returns. If growing your money is something you like to do more of this year, you can visit fool.com/Jose Najarro or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if the stock advisor is right for you. Thanks again to the Motley Fool, and now onto today's video. Alright, so Upwork, very similar to Fiverr, is a work marketplace for freelancers. I personally have used Upwork as a freelancer, and I've used Fiverr as a customer, right? So I've used both of them one way or another, and I do enjoy both these businesses. Right now, Upwork was down about 6.9% for the day, sitting at $45.50. This is traded under the NASDAQ as ticker UPWK with a market cap of $5.8 billion. If we take a look at its 52-week high, the stock is down about 20%, not as down as Fiverr. So many might be thinking that Fiverr is giving us a better buying opportunity, but that's something we're going to check out at the end of this episode. If we take a quick look at charts, Upwork, very similar to Fiverr, is not looking overextended at all, and that's definitely what I'd like to see. If we take a look at their most recent earnings, which ended March 31st, Upwork also grew its revenue at some strong levels, 37% compared to the same time last year. It's not the same type of growth that we saw with Fiverr, but it's still a huge growth nonetheless. This company is a bit different. For this quarter, they were adjusted EBITDA profitable, opposed to Fiverr, which it wasn't, and they also gave us guidance for the second quarter of 2021. They believe that they are still going to grow at some nice levels, and they are going to be profitable in adjusted EBITDA. Similar for the full year of 2021, they're also expecting nice growth, and they're also expecting to be profitable in adjusted EBITDA during that time frame. So one thing we're going to see in recent news, Upwork has recently done new programs to kind of get the correct freelancer with the correct business. They recently announced Upwork Collab, which is a new brand partnership program designed to connect freelancers with visionary brands, and that was on May 20th of 2021. They also introduced Talent Scout. Talent Scout is a recruiting solution that connects companies with pre-vetted expert talent selected from Upwork platform by specialized Upwork recruiters, and this is currently available in the United States, Canada, UK, Australia, and Israel, and it will be available to additional countries coming soon. On May 4th, they also introduced the Work Marketplace, which enables freelancing to reach its full potential by giving freelancers and companies multiple ways to Upwork, making it easy for them to connect and build trust. Now, if we take a look at future growth, analysts believe this company will grow 22.5% on average for the next 3 to 5 years. So it's, again, not growing, it's growing at crazy levels, but not as fast as Fiverr. If we take a look, this company is positive in cash flow from operations and has been positive in cash flow from operations for some time. Unfortunately, it's not GAAP profitable at the moment. If we take a look at their balance sheet, I do believe I like Upwork's balance sheet a little bit better. They have almost no debt and $169 million in cash. In the past 3 months, 2 analysts have given some form of ratings to Upwork. Both of them give it a buy, and they give it a price target of $65. This gives a 33.28% increase from today's prices. All right, so now I want to take a look at valuation metrics for both Fiverr and Upwork. I want to see if any of them are giving us a buying opportunity. If we take a look at forward price to sales ratio, it does seem like Upwork is a bit cheaper than Fiverr. Fiverr right now has a price to sales ratio of 16.8 when Upwork is 9.7. But we have to remember, Fiverr is growing at stronger levels than Upwork. So it makes sense that their price to sales ratio is much higher. And so I don't believe the price to sales ratio is the best metric. So instead, I actually wanted to take a look at another metric. I wanted to take a look at forward EV to EBITDA ratio. And if we take a look at that, both Upwork and Fiverr are sitting pretty close to each other. One thing though, historically, it seems like Fiverr is always a bit higher than Upwork, and that makes sense, right? Because Fiverr is growing at faster levels. All right, so now my overall opinions. I do believe the overall freelance market is one that's going to continue to grow, so I enjoy both Fiverr and Upwork at these levels right now. But if I only had to choose one right now, I think it might be Fiverr, mainly because of that last metric we saw, the EV to EBITDA. It was so close to Upwork, even though Fiverr is growing at a little bit faster levels. I would have expected that ratio to also be a bit more expensive compared to Upwork. At the end, I do enjoy both these companies, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. So see you next time.